Unmasking Stone Cold, the real-life chaos behind the WWE legend. We all know Stone Cold for his hell-raising antics in the ring, but did you know he was just as wild outside of it? This dude's domestic abuse case just got exposed, and it's way more intense than anything we saw on WWE. Let's see what the chaos is all about. Stone Cold Steve Austin, born Stephen James Anderson on December 18, 1964, is a retired American pro wrestler, actor, and media personality. Austin was born in Austin, Texas, but after his parents split when he was just a year old, he grew up mostly in Edna, Texas. His mom remarried Ken Williams in 1968. After high school in Edna, Austin got a football scholarship to Wharton County Junior College and then to the University of North Texas. He started as a linebacker, but switched to defensive end after a knee injury. But then came a twist in his career. Austin fell in love with wrestling early on, watching Houston wrestling shows run by Paul Bosch. By college, he lived near the Dallas Sportatorium, home to world-class championship wrestling. Deciding to pursue his passion, Austin joined Gentleman Chris Adams Wrestling School at the Sportatorium. His first seminar cost $45. Adams taught him the moves, but didn't get into the business side of wrestling. Austin later called Adams a conman for not teaching him everything he needed to know. Austin's first match was in 1989 for WCW against Frogman LeBlanc, earning him $40. He looked up to wrestlers like the Von Erich family, Dusty Rhodes, and Ric Flair early in his career. Austin kicked off his wrestling career with World Championship Wrestling, WCW, in May 1991, picking up the nickname Stunning Steve Austin. He started off with a valet named Vivacious Veronica, but soon switched to teaming up with Jeannie Adams, who was called Lady Blossom. Not too long after he started, Austin snagged his first WCW World Television Championship by beating Bobby Eaton in June 1991. He also joined a group called the Dangerous Alliance in 1992. He dropped and then quickly reclaimed his title before splitting up. Austin had a stint in Japan in 1992, wrestling a few matches there because WCW had a deal with New Japan Pro Wrestling. He participated in the G1 Climax tournament, winning his first match, but losing in the second round. He and Arn Anderson teamed up for some tag team matches during this time too. Back in the US in September 1992, Austin teamed up with Brian Pillman to form the Hollywood Blondes. Initially, Austin wasn't too thrilled about being in a tag team, but they ended up clicking and even won the WCW and NWA World Tag Team Championships in March 1993. They held onto those titles for about 5 months. When Pillman was out injured, Austin joined Colonel Robert Parker's stud stable. Once Pillman was back, Austin turned on him and beat him in a match at Clash of the Champions in November 1993. Austin kept pushing in singles competitions, winning the WCW United States Championship in December 1993. He had a bit of a roller coaster with that title, losing it and winning it back under some pretty wild circumstances, including one time when he was handed the title because his opponent was injured and then lost it super quick to Jim Duggan. Austin tried a few more times to grab the United States Championship and had various rivalries, but things were tense with WCW management, especially with Eric Bischoff. After dealing with some injuries and feeling undervalued, Austin decided to leave WCW in 1995. He briefly went back to wrestling in Japan before moving to Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW, where he began shaping his iconic Stone Cold persona, which totally changed the game for him in wrestling. But it is not just his achievements that made him the talk of the town. Rather, his criminal charges really expose the true person he is. Austin's romantic life has been nothing short of a roller coaster, marked by abrupt changes and controversy. He first married his high school sweetheart Catherine Burris in 1990, but this marriage ended quickly. He fell for Jeannie Clark, an English wrestling manager he worked with, leading to the end of his marriage with Burris in 1992. Austin and Clark got married that same year, but their relationship also faced problems and ended in divorce in 1999. During this relationship, Austin also became a stepfather to Clark's daughter from another relationship, adding more complexity to his family life. But the drama doesn't stop there. Austin's third marriage to wrestling manager Deborah Marshall in 2000 turned particularly troubling. It was filled with claims of domestic abuse that became public when Marshall called the police in 2002 to report Austin for hitting her. This resulted in probation and community service for Austin. For his part, Austin denied the claims, saying they were not related to alcohol, and expressed regret over the relationship ending. Adding to his controversial personal life, Austin faced more accusations of domestic violence in 2004 from another girlfriend, Tess Broussard. Though no legal action followed, the claim added another layer to his troubled relationships. In what might have been seen as an attempt to start fresh, Austin legally changed his name to Steve Austin in 2007, fully taking on his wrestling name, which itself had been a symbol of boldness and defiance. Austin's personal story took a seemingly stable turn with his fourth marriage to Kristen Fears in 2009. This marriage brought a period of relative calm and stability to his tumultuous personal life. However, the shadows of his past relationships and the scandals they brought up, especially regarding domestic violence, continued to cast a long shadow over his public image. The allegations and legal troubles from his previous marriages, particularly the domestic abuse case involving his third wife, Deborah Marshall, have left an indelible mark on how fans and the public perceive him. These issues have blurred the line between his wrestling character and his actions in real life, creating a complex and often contradictory image of the man behind the Stone Cold persona. Despite his attempts to move forward, the controversies of his past remain a significant part of his legacy, affecting both his career and personal life. If you're enjoying this video so far, make sure to give it a big thumb up and subscribe to our channel for more such documentaries.